First of all, Minister, I wish you the best of luck in your new portfolio. And to concur with sentiments expressed earlier in relation to land use and about the amendments, for anybody that had understand it enough of the land in the west of Ireland especially, in my opinion the farmers are carbon neutral, because you'd have cattle going around in maybe 2 or 3 acres, a cow on 2 or 3 acres to herself, for the simple reason the quality of the land may not be as good. And research needs to be done to make sure that we know what we're talking about. I would be worried, Minister, at what you talked about there, about this new land use, what we're going to do. I'd like you to elaborate more on that, for the simple reason there's private property rights as well in this country, and there is a big worry at the moment that your party and the new government have an agenda from the top of Donegal down to Clare and out as far as the River Shannon, even a few of the counties beyond it, that there's this idea, and fine with trees if you want to talk about trees, and you spoke about them earlier, you're going to push under an environmental scheme, and I've talked about it myself, you could push 500 trees or 1,000 trees in a half an acre, and you can do that under an environmental scheme. But you can't blacken areas. There are other ways that carbon can be sequestered. Have we research done on grass? No is the answer. Frank Mittliner has done it in California, and he has shown that we have sequestered, they've sequestered more than what they actually put out in California. And we need to make sure that a certain part of the country isn't burdened with all of this. And the worry is, Minister, that you are talking, and I saw an article yesterday you spoke about, that you want to go to a €100 carbon tax. These are the same people that's going to be paying the carbon tax as is living in the areas that's going to be trying to sequester as much as possible for the benefit of a country. And that's what I worry about, that you're going to cripple the people that don't have the public transport, who are the small family farms in the rural areas, with a massive €100 a tonne, that socially and economically may not have the advantages because of unbalanced regional development, and at the same time they're expected to suck it up and basically be the sequesters for the rest of the country. And I do worry about the term land use, because while Europe might have different property rights, and Ireland has found out with their SACs in the last few days, when I always said so-called SACs, now they're being brought to court because they hadn't actually made into SACs. And we have to protect the property rights of people as well. Let Europe have their own types of property rights, but we have to respect, do the research and reward those farmers in those areas, but at the same time not burden everything on top of them, because they have to be able to work the land as well. And in my opinion, there's a lot of people talking about sequestering carbon and how we'll do it. But the managers of the land is the farmers of the country, right around the country. And you've got to bring them on board, and you've got to respect them, because if you don't, you're not going anywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy.